This developing story now, there are reports of heavy artillery hitting the center of the town of Goma in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, this follows a mass escape from a prison. Unverified videos being shared online appear to show prisoners fleeing. The M23 rebels say they've taken control of the town. Now, this follows an advance against the Congolese army. 9 South Africans are among the 13 soldiers who were killed in fierce fighting with the rebels. The Rwanda-backed M23 rebels have quickly gained ground this month in the east of the DRC. The rebels had earlier ordered defending government forces to disarm and surrender, saying they were preparing to enter and take control. Following negotiations, the rebels had allowed army officers to leave Goma by boat for Bukavu. Now, former Cabinet Minister Dr Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma says African leaders should continue to push for dialogue in the Eastern DRC. Dlamini-Zuma, who once served as a Foreign Affairs Minister, spoke to the SABC News on the sidelines of the African Women in Dialogue in Boksburg in Ekurhuleni. SABC News reporter Ekurhuleni has more on that conversation for us.
Important occasion. Women across the continent, right here in South Africa, looking at a number of issues facing women. So it's all about tackling those barriers. But someone really doesn't need an introduction. A former cabinet minister, but also a lady who has really made strides in so many aspects. Dr. Dlamini-Zuma, tell us about the significance of today, seeing women under one roof.
It's very important to have women together, learning together, sharing their experiences and sharing their dreams. But let me just say, no country can ever develop to its full potential without the women developing and being part of that development. So it's important for women to be organized as they are today, to be united as they are today. It's not only for the development of women, but for the continent as a whole. Because we are going to be talking about things that affect everyone.
And Dr. while we have you, I mean, you've been a Foreign Affairs Minister, you've been at the AU. I mean, terrible developments in the Eastern DRC, and we know that women, the children, are bearing the brunt of that particular conflict.
Yes, indeed, it is a pity that the continent is still undergoing such tragic. I just plead with our leaders to come together, talk, and resolve their issues through dialogue, not through the barrel of the gun. Women, children, the elderly are the ones who suffer most, and yet they are the ones who don't participate in conflict. And conflict does not solve anything. War does not solve anything. Yes, there may be differences, but let's sit, talk, and resolve those differences.
All right. And before we let you go, Doctor, obviously terrible times for the SANDF. We know that they are part of the SADC mission in the DRC, but 9 troops down. Surely tragic.
It is very tragic. And our condolences go to their families, their colleagues, and to the whole country, because it's all our loss. We're there representing our country. It is a tragic loss, and we hope it doesn't happen again. But
all right, Doctor, we're going to hold it there so that you get back your voice. But thank you so much indeed for your time. So that's former Minister Dlamini-Zuma there, talking about the significance of really making sure that there is long-lasting peace in the African continent. Ekurhuleni, SABC News, Boksburg.